Las Vegas in the Fallout universe isn't about neon lights and second chances. It's a graveyard wrapped in mystery, Deathclaws, and secrets powerful enough to end the world all over again. Episode 5 of Fallout Season 2 takes everything we thought we understood about Cooper, Lucy, and Hank and flips it upside down, revealing hidden vaults, terrifying experiments, and a betrayal that might be impossible to forgive. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. And today we're breaking down Fallout Season 2, Episode 5, recapping every major moment and explaining that shocking ending that changes the direction of the entire series. Freeside and the Deathclaw Barrier. Episode 5 opens by confirming the worst possible news for Lucy, Cooper, and Dogmeat. The Deathclaw they encountered wasn't a lone predator roaming the ruins. Las Vegas is absolutely infested with them. The creatures rule the streets like living landmines, forcing the trio to sprint for their lives until they narrowly cross a barricade that supposedly keeps the Deathclaws out of human territory. This area, known as Freeside, feels almost surreal in comparison. Not safe exactly, but controlled enough to survive in. How a simple barricade manages to stop Deathclaws powerful enough to tear through power armor is never explained. And honestly, it doesn't need to be. The point isn't the logistics. The point is that someone wanted Vegas sealed off, and Deathclaws were the deterrent. That implication hangs over every conversation that follows. The next morning, Lucy finally asks the obvious question, why do Deathclaws even exist? Cooper's answer doesn't really answer her question at all, because he drifts into something much bigger. He starts talking about special vaults that weren't designed for regular people, but for managers, decision makers, and elites who would one day reclaim the world. Cooper believes his wife Barb and daughter Janey were placed in one of these vaults, and after searching nearly the entire country, Vegas is the one place he never fully explored. To Cooper, the Deathclaws aren't random horrors. They're guards. They're there to make sure no one gets close to whatever vault lies beneath Vegas. Lucy, still emotionally raw and mentally unstable from buff-out withdrawal, wants to push forward anyway, but Cooper sees that she's not thinking clearly. He gives her money for a dick doll, hoping it will ground her and stop her from making reckless decisions that could get them both killed.
The world! Is it you? What if it is you?
Cooper's memory of House and the beginning of the end. While Lucy heads off to deal with her addiction, Cooper retreats into alcohol and memory. Inside a bar, he spirals back to the moment everything began to go wrong, his final trip to Vegas before the bombs fell. In the flashback, Cooper, Barb, and Hank are preparing to board a plane, but Cooper lingers behind under the excuse of calling his agent. In reality, he's meeting Moldover, who reminds him why he's there in the first place. Moldover believes that Vault-Tec's deal with House will directly lead to nuclear annihilation. Once House gets cold fusion technology, Vault-Tec gets access to the bombs, and the world ends. She insists Cooper has to kill House using the poison vial she gave him. Cooper pushes back, offering to stop the exchange instead, but refusing to murder someone in cold blood, even if that person might doom the world. When Cooper finally arrives at Lucky 38, the scale of Vault-Tec's power becomes impossible to ignore. The casino is completely owned by them, a symbol of corporate dominance disguised as luxury. Outside, Cooper witnesses Congresswoman Welch being thrown out for opposing Vault-Tec's agenda. He tries to help her out, but Barb shuts it down immediately. Optics matter more than justice, and Vault-Tec cannot be associated with dissent. Cooper quietly encourages Welch to keep fighting anyway, which feels like the last flicker of the man he used to be before everything hardened.
Drop it House. From the fucking toilet.
Cooper meets the real House. Once inside Lucky 38, Cooper starts following Hank, noticing the briefcase chained to his wrist. Before he can confront him, Cooper is intercepted by a man who looks exactly like House. This duplicate casually admits that impersonating House has been his full-time job for nearly a decade, which is unsettling on its own. Cooper is then brought face to face with the real House, and this conversation completely reframes the entire Fallout universe. House already knows Cooper plans to kill him. He claims to have been tracking Cooper for years, stating that their destinies are mathematically intertwined. House explains that he's pursuing cold fusion not just for immortality, but to save Vegas from the coming nuclear apocalypse. He reveals that he uses algorithms and predictive models to foresee global events, and the moment those models showed the world was ending coincided with Janey's birth. Even more disturbing, House says the date of the apocalypse moved up by an entire month when Cooper decided to come to Vegas. To House, this isn't coincidence. Cooper and his family are variables in the equation of the world's destruction, even if House doesn't fully understand how. When Cooper tries to shift blame onto Vault-Tec and Robco, House surprises him by saying neither of them will launch the bombs. According to House, the real threat is an unknown entity, one powerful enough to end the world without revealing itself. His cryptic reference to the creator of the Deathclaws strongly hints at the Master, a figure deeply rooted in Fallout lore as a monstrous fusion of man and machine driven by forced evolutionary virus experiments. Overwhelmed by revelations he can't process, Cooper walks away and drinks until he blacks out. When Barb rescues him, Cooper finally admits that they need to talk about her world-ending strategies, signaling the moment he realizes how deep the rot truly goes. Norm's lies begin to collapse. Back in the present, Norm leads the Vault 31 residents to a Vault-Tec facility, pretending he knows exactly what he's doing. Almost immediately, they're confronted by Ma June and Barb, who accuse them of trespassing. While Barb distracts the others with talk of managing the roach farm, June and Norm discuss Lucy, Philly, and the cold fusion tech Lucy tried to deliver. June doesn't sugarcoat anything. She believes Lucy is almost certainly dead, and Norm should stop chasing ghosts and return to the vault before the wasteland swallows him too. Norm doesn't listen because he can't, and that stubbornness might be his undoing. Inside the facility, Ronnie leads a team to the communications room to contact the investors, but her suspicion grows when Norm asks questions he should already know the answers to. Claudia, meanwhile, is unraveling emotionally, and Norm steps away to calm her down. That's when Claudia drops the truth. Barb wasn't just involved in Vault-Tec, she was Bud's boss, the architect behind the Vault proposals. She even takes Norm to Barb's old office, where Norm starts digging through files related to the forced evolutionary virus. Before he can learn much, Ronnie overhears Claudia confirming what she already suspected, that Norm is lying about being Bud's successor. Ronnie attacks Norm without hesitation, overpowering him and choking him unconscious. She doesn't kill him, likely because she wants the rest of Vault 31 to decide his fate, but that decision may not go the way she expects. If Claudia's influence matters, Ronnie may find herself completely isolated. Lucy hits rock bottom in Vegas. While all of this unfolds, Lucy's descent reaches its lowest point yet. She tracks down Sonny's sundries to buy Adictol, but when she realizes she doesn't have enough money, she steals it, along with a power fist and other supplies. The shopkeeper catches her, but he's far from innocent himself, having murdered Sonny and taken over the shop. Instead of solidarity between thieves, the shopkeeper tries to kill Lucy, forcing her to shoot him dead. When the man's wife arrives moments later, Lucy is confronted with what she's become, a killer, acting on instinct rather than principle. It's a moment of clarity that hurts worse than any withdrawal symptom.
They are quite peacefully resting in
Hank's lie and Cooper's ultimate betrayal. The episode's tension spikes when the snake oil salesman appears in Vegas and is immediately kidnapped by Hank. In Hank's underground facility, cryopods labeled with Barb and Janey's names are revealed, still active. Whether they're alive or simply preserved as leverage remains unclear, but the implication is horrifying either way. Hank uses the salesman as a test subject for his brain-computer interface, and this time, the experiment works. Somehow, the salesman survives, becoming a living transmitter for Hank's will. Back in Freeside, Lucy finishes detoxing and finds Cooper, only for him to reveal the mind-controlled salesman in the room. Through him, Hank delivers an ultimatum. If Cooper doesn't take Lucy back to her vault and wait quietly, Barb and Janey will die. Cooper agrees, and in a moment that shatters any illusion of safety, he shoots Lucy with a dart to knock her out. It's the ultimate betrayal, one born of fear, love, and desperation. But Lucy isn't fully unconscious. In one final act of defiance, she activates the power fist and punches Cooper through a window, sending him crashing onto a pole below.
Leave your wife and daughter safe.
Fallout Season 2 Episode 5 Ending Explained. The episode ends with Hank appearing in person to retrieve Lucy. Whether he plans to take her back to Vault 33 or keep her in his underground facility remains unclear, but keeping her close makes far more sense. With Cooper temporarily out of the picture, Hank finally has the chance to control the narrative and confront Lucy directly. There's also a lingering doubt that won't go away. What if Barb and Janey are already dead? What if Hank has been lying to Cooper this entire time, using hope as a leash? If that's true, Cooper's entire journey has been built on a lie, and the revelation could break him completely. As the season moves forward, it's becoming clear that the endgame isn't a simple good versus evil showdown. It's a three-way battle between Lucy, Cooper, and Hank, each carrying their own version of the truth, and each willing to burn the world to protect what they believe matters most. And in a world like Fallout, that's usually how everything ends.
A killer! I think I know exactly who you are!
Our nerdy thoughts. Fallout Season 2 Episode 5 doesn't just raise questions, it straight up dares us to pick a side. Is Cooper a tragic hero trapped by lies, or did he cross a line he can never come back from? Is Hank the mastermind holding the world hostage, or just another man convinced he's saving humanity at any cost? And most importantly, can Lucy survive long enough to expose the truth behind Vault-Tec, the Deathclaws, and whatever nightmare is still waiting beneath Vegas? If you've got your own theories about what Hank is really hiding, whether Barb and Janey are actually alive, or how this three-way clash between Lucy, Cooper, and Hank is going to end, drop them in the comments, because this story is only getting darker from here. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe for more Fallout deep dives, and stick around, because the Wasteland always has more secrets to uncover.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.